put that away. Knockdown and... jumps in. How did they read that throw? A jump in? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to ground them from above? Break through with the throw. Player 2 comes away with the win.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Good anti-air. All right. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Gets the counter hit throw. Does a good job of prepares the impact. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Drops him with a shoryu. Risky up close scrap still going. Showing some real tenacity. Crow leaves him wide open. Uses the target combo as a filler. Breaks the block with a... They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Sneaks in the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 with the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What's the play here? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. From up above. Strings it all. Will this super art connect? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Projectile to try and change this. Goes for the low risk air to air. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Shoryuken. Rising uppercut. Hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 will need to play experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious. This is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still sets up with the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive throughs. Gotta play it safe. They're in the corner. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. They gotta dig down deep. Throw is denied. What a read. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Nice fireball. Closes it out. real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump in. Will this super art do anything? That's not gonna hit. Big throw. Takes the ball. Oh man, this is a scary range. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Excellent damage on that. Jumps. Gotta do better than that. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't drive them back misses. Getting up close and personal. The whip. They're wide open. The Dragon Yacht comes off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. This is a tough spot. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Grabs them. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Gets the knockdown, and now checks them with a projectile. They were expecting that driving, but they were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump into stuff, looking to impress with this super. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Can they keep on him? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What'll happen here? Uses the target combo as a filler. Sure you can? Still slugging it out at this range. Jump. Adds a bit of OD spice level. Player 2 is not in a good place. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Both fighters planning something? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? In attack range. Time to reassess the situation? KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Pumps the brakes on the impact. Goes with the fireball. That combo did decent damage. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Medium kick. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Hits them with the counter throw. Connects with the throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they gonna do? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? What were they thinking? Throws them. Okay, there's a burnout. A real test of nerves here. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. Tries to get a breather with a projectile, denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. The life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with Fireball. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in, Player 2 will look to hit them with a stop and pop. Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. What are they gonna do? Oh, kisses the Fireball! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the king crowns them from above. Jump, jackknife, maximum cuts clean through him. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Both already pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Fires off an air slasher. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. All the throw connects. Okay, cross super hard incoming. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Misfire with the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Lots of aggression from both sides. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is SoBot takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Now, can they then hit them with a stop and pop? Managed Ware for the long game return. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Super clutch corner. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. The drive impact is denied. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Reads the throw in the stage. Lifts him with the wrong palm. Knocked him out of the air. This is gonna hurt. Both absolutely refuse on a back. Oh, they switch sides. Wow, reads the counterattack. Overhead. Connects with the throw. I called it! Player 2 can't use any drive anything this time to bust this out. That's exactly what they wanted. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice fireball. Barely all the throw connects. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Knockdown goes for the super art. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. They were right to be on guard there. This is a tough situation to be in with no drive for both fighters. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits on super art. Is this gonna kill? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks him with the projectile. Throws him to negate the block. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Big counter. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Brushes off the impact. Very solid corner set. Burnout activates. Ground verse. The hit throw connects. Player 2 in dire straits. How will they utilize this? Uses the gauge for a super art. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Sliding in. Player 1 will look burnt out. They were right to be on guard there. Connect with the ground verse to boost their metal level. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Starts things off with a sets up with the jump in. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Ooh, those buffed up throws are really hitting hard now. Players, this is gonna hurt. Taking chunks out of each other here. Nothing stops this train. One leg is on fire now. Look at the damage. Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Great match. challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Beginning operation.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jumping. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 chases them down. Throws them. What's next? The jump-in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Pops them with a shorty. Jump. Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on overdrive cannon spike. Do they have enough drive gauge? The throw missed. Zones with the fireball. What'll happen here? Blocks it. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Burnout activates. Jumps. Nice read with the cannon spike. Notice it drops them from the air.
You're nothing! Eat this!
Player 2, what a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Come on.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. No go for the throw. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Knockdown. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Takes a trip. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. All right, what's coming takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 needs to pay all. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 experiencing burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. What genius read! Hits him with a stopping block. Manes Guare for the long game return. Player 2, the low's blocked. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Clutch, flush, anti-air. This can lead to some big damage. The next touch made this, anticipated that throw. Looking for a hold. Barely, genius read with that throw escape. They pumped the brakes on the impact. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Denied.
Eye on the prize.
Smart play with the throw. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Big counter. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Don't
Player a throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Zones with the fireball. Throws them to negate the block. Goes for the super art. What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Scrapping it out up close. They just won't stop switching sides. In there! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Big counter. Brushes off the impact. Checks him with the projectile. All right, what's coming up next? The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, it gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? With the throw. Decide. Nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will hit them with a stopping block. Looking to impress with this super. But this can lead to some big decay. Oh. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Definitely saw that counter coming.
Here.
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Good anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The grab misses. Can't tech the throw. All right, what's coming up cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive-in. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Triple Jupra hits. Good damage option there. A super art? Life lead is there, but still anyway. Oh. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Whips! They're wide open! Tries to bait out a reaction to a fight. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. What? Anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Tons of space between the fighters now. One of them goes to the air. Good judgment there. Very nice free throw. Player solid anti-air. Amazing. Player 1, oh my god, what a throw tech. Side switch. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Send them to another dimension. The supers look they are done. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Jumps. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Lots of aggression from both sides. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. A little too KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Departure! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Jumps in. Tries to keep the pressure on. Picks the air throw. They were right to be on guard there. Fires off the Genova. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Jump. Goes for the jump in. Three balls. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance here. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Operation.
Don't expect me to.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good anti-air. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Neither of them willing to back off. Player 1 chases them down. Experiencing burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to hold out until the kick hits! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Sticks the combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They were right to be on guard there. Very slick with the combo. Burnout activates. Scrapping it out up close. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Gets carried to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. A jump in connects with the throw. Amazing. Medium kick into a jump. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Cashes out of a triple Jinra. What now? Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? And whip, they're wide open. Impact squat. The drive impact doesn't work. Shakes things up with knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1, excellent block. Gotta do better than that. Jump! Drive impact misses. There's a burnout. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Games. Infiltrate.
Throws them. What are they gonna do? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. It is over. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A trade, but still works out. The throw whiffs. Just out of range for that throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Heading into the endgame now, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
They're trading attacks. Jumps? Okay, they trade hits. Medium kick hits. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jones with the fireball. A quick breather. Player 1 will KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants and brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, says no to the cannon fight. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Ooh, you never know what goes to the air. Not in range for the throw. Great job in escaping that clutch anti-air. What are they gonna do? A jump in? Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This can lead to some big damage. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSX and it all planned out. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Takes the chance to hurt him. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1, Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Okay, creating some space here. Taking stock. Throws him to negate the block. Knockdown. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Big opportunity now in this corner. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Big throws. Very solid corner switch. Hits them with a stop and pop. Still scrapping for control of the space. Doesn't miss a beat. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. How will they manage their drive gauges? Grabs and throws them away. Chases them down. Life lead is experiencing burnout. Player 1 will look to flatline them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Spiral arrow!
Nice fireball. They were right to be on guard there. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Jumps up. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? With super arches to play, it's really anything goes at this point. He throws them. Oh, here we go. Charges combo into a real test of nerves here. Whoa, critical art now?
Too bad.
Player 1 can't break through with a throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Still slugging it out here. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage?
Strike!
Who's gonna make a move? What are they thinking here? No go for the throw. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? All right, what's coming up? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Brushes that off and keeps going. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Shoryuken shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown and both fighters are nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 is not in a good place, experiencing burnout. Looking for a chance. Jumps in. So, what's next? Drive usage is back on the table. Wrong critical. What's gonna happen? Player 2 is in a very good closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Come on.
My pleasure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Opts for the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Strings it all together. Sticks the combo. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here? If this goes for the super art? From up above, knockdown. Jumps in, yo, put that away. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe. Can they use their final bit of drive gauge to finish the round and pick up the win? A quick breather. You gotta be mindful of reach and jumping to come from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
Can't beat.
Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Jumps. Jumps in. Shoryuken. Both fighters planning something? Scrapping it out up close. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Knockdown and player one needs grounds him from above. A quick breather. Medium kick hits. They were right to be on guard there. Looking to impress with this super. Really says welcome to the club. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Only I can hear it.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this fight? Anti-air in the punch. Hits up the just goes for it at this range. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Makes smart use of the gauge. Good grounds from above. Okay, here we go. Risky play, but it pays off. Close range projectile. Clutch anti-air. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash?
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Player two can't let this simmer. The low kick hits. Sets up with the jump in. Impact. Squat. Cleared for landing. Amazing. Goes up above.
Hadouken!
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what impact squashed. Breaks the block with a throw. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Difficult situation for a throw. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. You get a lot more out of a counter throw than a normal one. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Taking stock. Charges forward. Goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Experiencing burnout. The throw misses. Watch out! Typhoon coming through. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Shoryuken!
Jumps in. Who's going to start things off? Tomahawk bust. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Good instincts to spend resources. Crowns them from above. Can they create an opportunity? Doesn't tech the throw. They're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Reads the jump in perfectly. Okay, connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Escapes the corner. Overhead attack. What's next? Burns out. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Cleared for landing. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. No good up high. Gets a chance with that jumping. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off. Nails the anti-air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Throws them to negate the block. Jump? Yo, put that away. That counter's got to have rattled him. Smart play to stop the opponent. Player of a super art? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this rate. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Cleared for landing. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Fires without warning. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters are raring to go. Drives and back misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Knockdown burns out. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can connect with the throw. Goes to the edge. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire and you're gonna get burned. What now? Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They're taking a step back to slow down the closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Show me everything you have!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Hadouken!
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? Well-timed command throw there. Still slugging it out here.
Hadouken!
Deftly shuts out the jumper. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? A little too greedy there. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Swarm coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 2, just goes for it at this range. They are one move away from the win. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the knockdown, and now... Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient... Boom goes the dynamite. Jumps. Side switch in the corner. Going in. Player 2 will look to the low. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Quick breather. Sets up with the jump in. Taking chunks out of each other here. The low block. Are we going to see him come back here? This is going to kill. No doubt about it.
No remorse!
Oh, they got him! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. He crowns him from above. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Jumps! Sure you can? Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge. Taking to the face. Player 1, that's gonna leave him rattled. Switch sides, reads the jump in perfectly. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Okay, here we go. What are they gonna do? They push their way out of the corner. Will this Super Art do anything? Super! That's what we want to see.
That hurt.
Look at the damage. Jumps! Oh, they switch sides. The low's blocked. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Either fighter could use drive now. They can't. Oh, you're grounded. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hugs nothing but air. That combo did decent damage. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Holds out with a block. Throws him. What's next? Somehow pushes back, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Life lead opens up. Gets the jump KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Goes for the throw. Both fighters planning something? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Doesn't miss a beat. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jones with the fireball. And whip! They're wide open! Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Are they going to call the throw connects? Are we gonna see a comeback? That jump-in was expected. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.